you're seeking out experts, okay, in whatever field it is that you're trying to, present to the public, right? You're a filmmaker, so you're going out and you are connecting with experts in various fields, and as you connect with those experts, they're telling you their experience. Mm-hmm. Okay, they're sharing their experience. They're sharing their clinical experience. They're sharing their scientific knowledge. They're sharing their wisdom. Okay, so what you're presenting, if you're presenting what they're saying, you're presenting what the experts have to say. Yeah. Okay, and that's scientifically sound.
Excellent.
If it's not working clinically, then it's not scientifically sound.
Yeah, and that's actually one thing that makes our film slightly different, in that we go in and we're looking for whether it's working anecdotally, whether it's working in the clinic, whether it's working in various settings, and we're getting these stories out in amongst the science, the literature, the things that we know. And kind of combining it all together. Do you think the films that we create are impacting and changing and saving lives?
I think so, absolutely.
Yeah, what makes you think that?
The films that you're making, I think they're changing lives. I'll tell you why. When they come out, every time these films come out, if for me, either if I'm in one of these films or if a friend of mine's in one of these films, what I've found is people are contacting us. They contact me, they contact my different friends that I know that have been in some of these films, and they're asking questions. People are there. A lot of people that had no hope are asking questions, and they're seeking answers because they've discovered that whatever it is that hasn't been working for them for so long isn't the only path that they have, that is not the only choice that they have to make. The films that Jonathan is making are awakening people to the fact that they have more choices. Okay, there's more things that they can do for themselves than what they previously had thought was even possible. The autoimmune series, for example. Most people with an autoimmune diagnosis believe they'll die with their condition, if not die from it, which doesn't have to be the case. But if no one gets out there and tells the public that there's another possibility, they never become aware of it. And that's these films that Jonathan's doing are awakening and bringing awareness to the public that, hey, there's another way. You don't have to be stuck on this hamster wheel. There is another way out.
So Dr. Nuzum, what I'm excited about and why I wanted to spend actually so much time with you, why I wanted my father-in-law to see you, why I wanted my wife to see you, why I came to you, is because one, I believe that you care, and that's important. Without that, I don't think anyone would get better, because it's just so easy for things to get lost in the mix. But I have myself been kind of bombarded by all the different ideas and theories, and for me, I kept coming back to you. I've known you for years now. We've 3 years, 4 years, and we have from you, I've been able to understand a lot of things about the body, the way it heals, and I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of the work that you've done with your patients and the transformations they've had, and I've seen all the various diseases, and I've spent time with them. I've seen how you weren't just medicating their problem. I saw that you came at the core of their problem and how they've gone on to live happy and healthy lives. And I've seen this in case after case after case after case after case. And so for me, I was just excited that you would be willing to spend a whole bunch of time with me to create something that would help people, and that would help people understand, so they can implement this in the comfort of their home, that they can seek for help as they like, but they can understand and have these tools at their fingertips, and we could just step in there in the privacy of their home and help them through this film. And you're willing to share absolutely everything. There wasn't a single thing that you said, no, I just want to keep that inside of this thing that people have to pay for in this book or at the clinic. You're just like, absolutely, like just pouring it out. And I just really appreciate that. I know it's worked, and that's what I just want the person that's watching to understand, that what you do works, and it's worked for thousands of people that have seen you personally, and then it's worked for hundreds of thousands of people that have seen you through the films that you've been in, like The Truth About Cancer, like the series that I've been producing, Autoimmune Secrets, a bunch of new series that are coming out right now, and all the other avenues and mainstream media things that you've been connected with. But I think that what I really want the viewer to understand is that it's just to have appreciation for the people out there that are doing wonderful things, all the doctors and experts and scientists and researchers and patients and survivors in this film that they've seen, to feel gratitude to each and every one of them. And I just wanted to give you a particular thank you, because I think I have the license to do that, because you have gone above and beyond. We've spent the last 2 weeks where you spent every day basically with my father-in-law, and as much time as he needed, and that's very touching and meaningful to me. The amount of hope that put into him, and he is certainly somebody that has some factors stacked against him. He's got some habits that he's talked about that have needed to change, and he needed somebody to help guide him through that process, and you were that person. So thank you so much for what you've done.
You're welcome.